everybody, this is Kevin, and welcome back to another anime review. And today I will be continuing my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure review series. Now on to the second half of Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable, which I mentioned last week that it's 39 episodes split into 2 Blu-rays. And last week we covered the first 20 episodes. This week we're going to cover episodes 21 to 39. And again, this is your spoiler warning. If you haven't seen the series, you know, what are you doing? Go watch it. So, anyway, what I mentioned last time specifically was, you know, the introduction to all the characters and the fact that it was just this peaceful, comfy, slice-of-life feel to it with the Monster of the Week thing going on with stands, and how most of the stand users were, you know, just everyday citizens. Like, you had Tonio Trussardi, who was the Italian chef, and you had Yukiko. And they meant well. They just had these crazy-ass powers that cause it harm. But now we're getting to Yoshikage Kira, who is the main villain. And this fucking guy, he says he wants to live a quiet and peaceful life, right? But by doing so, he's killed countless people. We learned that it started with Reimi Sugimoto, who Rohan and Koichi met in the Ghost Alley. And she said she was the first victim, her and Arnold, her dog. Of course, the dog in JoJo's. And she asked Rohan to avenge her and figure out who the killer was to stop people from dying. And then I think it was like episode 18, we finally met Yoshikage Kira, and he's talking to this severed hand, like it's his fucking girlfriend or whatever. And he's going around, and he has this thing, he likes hands, he has a hand fetish, and whatever girl he takes a liking to, he fucking he kills them, chops their hand off. With Reimi, she still had her hand, so maybe he didn't have the hand fetish back then. I don't know. But, you know, that's what he's doing. And it starts with him with the same hand we saw, which now has turned more pale because, you know, it's got, like, rigor mortis, I guess, sitting out there. And he's going to the fucking sandwich shop to, you know, to get a nice sandwich, which he's eating out of the tray. And then he takes the hand. Yeah, he's wearing a suit, right? He takes the fucking hand out of his suit and is like, starts petting the hand. He's talking to it as he's eating this fucking sandwich. So it's like, holy shit, this guy is fucking crazy. Now, out of all the JoJo's villains, this guy's the best villain. He's absolutely the best. He's not on the scale of like diabolical, wants to take over the world like Dio or Cars or any of them. But he's fucked up. And that, to me, makes him an evil villain. And a really great villain at that. So, again, I laid the ground for him. Let me just go over the voice cast once again. Again, rest in peace to Billy Kametz, who did a phenomenal job as Josuke Higashikata. I mentioned last week that he passed away last year with his battle of colon cancer. But he did a phenomenal job as Josuke, among other characters like Maruki from Persona 5 and some other anime series. Again, we have Zach Aguilar as Koichi, Jalen K. Castle as Okuyasa Nijimura, the great Vic Mignogna as Rohan Kashibe, Matthew Mercer as Jotaro Kujo, DC Douglas as Yoshikage Kira, Steve Kramer, who voices Yoshihiro Kira, that's Yoshikage's father. And who else do we have? We also have Laura Stahl as Hayato Kawajiri. And where's the other one? Shinobi Kawajiri. That's the other one. Jennifer Lassie as Shinobi Kawajiri. Okay, there we go. So those are new characters introduced in the second half here. So yeah, Yoshikage Kira is under the tree eating his fucking sandwich, talking to his hand that he severed from this woman that he killed. And then Shigekio and Josuke and Okuyasa are there running around. So he's panicking, and he puts the fucking hand in his sandwich bag. And then, of course, Shigekio and Kira switch bags. So now Shigekio has the fucking hand that he thinks is a sandwich. And he's going, you know, to eat it at the school. He's got like a secret hideout in the gym where no one can see. And Kira is following them like, I gotta get the fucking hand, but I can't kill all these innocent kids. But maybe I have to get the hand. So there's a lot of tension going on there. Where he's trying to get it back, and then eventually he does, and it's a really crazy moment where you have like Josuke walk right past him, and meanwhile throughout the whole Blu-ray here they're trying to figure out its identity, but early on they walk right past each other. And so what happens is Shigekio gets into a fight with him because of the sandwich and calls out Harvest, right? Which is the little bug stands that, you know, were stealing the money and stuff like that. And they're no match for Kira, who has Deadly Queen as his stand, which is Killer Queen. And then later on has Bites the Dust, which is all references to Queen, of course. And his stand just fucking is so OP, and he blows up Shigeki. So that's our first casualty there. And as he blows up, you see like his spirit go to the heavens, and then it cuts to like Raimi, who's crying, like, oh, another one of his victims. I guess there's some sort of connection where she knows when he kills someone. So Josuke and the boys are looking for Shigekyo because they see one of the little harvests makes their way there to, I guess, tell them. And it has a button from Kira's suit. So they take the button, they have a meeting with everybody, and they decide to go to the tailor to figure out, you know, who the suit belongs to, because they're assuming that the guy in the explosion, despite getting blood all over the suit, is just going to take it to the tailor, which he does. And they go to the tailor and find out it's Yoshikage Kira, but he also has another stand called Sheer Heart Attack. It's like, fuck, how does he have two stands? So there's this great battle. Jotaro gets just fucking blown the fuck out, like bleeding all over the place, just getting his ass kicked, and it's just Jotaro and Koichi at the tailor to start, and then Koichi calls for backup for Josuke to fix Jotaro. And just some crazy shit going on, and then eventually Reverb evolves into his third form, and is able to pin down Sheer Heart Attack, but then Yoshikage Kira shows up, and of course he has the two stands, so it's like, fuck, and Jotaro's lying on the ground, and eventually what happens is Josuke gets there to heal him, and Jotaro starts beating the shit out of Kira. He's like lying there, good grief. I forgot to mention that in the first review, but yeah, he of course has his catchphrase, good freaking grief. And he's able to escape using Sheer Heart Attack to blow off his fucking hand, which goes full circle. This guy has the fetish for hands. He blows off his hands, and then he goes to that woman, Aya, who we saw at the very end of the first Blu-ray, who gave Yukiko the makeover, and he gets the body from this other guy. What's his name? Let me look up the name real quick. I forgot his name. Fuck. Kosako Kawajiri. So he takes the identity, has a whole new look, and also kills Aya in the process. So it's like, fuck, man. So the rest of the Blu-ray here is the boys going around trying to figure out, while they still do have comfy slice of life episodes, most of the plot is them trying to figure out Kira's new identity and to track him down. So it starts by them going to his residence, which he's now abandoned, and his father is still alive. He's turning into like this ghost in a picture, and he has the fucking arrow, which he's scheming. He's going to use the arrow to make more minions, more allies for his son, and then he escapes with this crow. He gets on this crow and like flies away. It's like, Jesus Christ. So he's making more villains to go after our heroes, and they see in like his study, he has jars and jars and jars of nail clippings, and they're like marked, with dated and marked. It's like, this guy is fucked up. And he has this thing where his fingernails grow at an exponential rate, and that's when he has to kill again. Like, he gets like all nervous, and he's like, oh, I gotta kill, and then he clips his nails and kills someone, because now he's living as Kawajiri, and has the kid Hayato, and then his new wife, and he's like gonna kill her, and Hayato is like, it's not Dad, who the fuck is this guy? So he's struggling with that, and later on he's on like the subway, and he follows this one girl home who's you know, kind of hot, I guess, and he's following her home, and he fucking kills her because he has to satisfy his cravings for being a serial killer. And then Hayato keeps trailing him, trying to figure out if it's really his father. So yeah, there's all sorts of crazy shit going on where our heroes run into new stand abilities. There's a hilarious one where there's this kid that gets hit with the arrow, and he goes after Rohan Kishibe, and he wants to play rock, paper, scissors, which he calls Rochambeau. And it's similar to part 3, how we had the epic poker battle. Now we have the epic rock, paper, scissors battle with Rohan Kishibe, and he's like sweating because it's like 2-2. Like, I can't lose, rock, paper, scissors. Oh no, Rochambeau. Just the way the kid does it, it was fucking hilarious. And then we meet another character later who says he's an alien, which when I get to the screenshots, we'll look more into that because I have the wiki article up. But he has stand abilities, and he can turn himself into things, and he turns himself into dice, which Josuke uses to gamble against Rohan, and he keeps winning. And Rohan is like, you won't play any tricks on me, Josuke. And he like stabs his fingers off, and Josuke's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You can repair my fingers, don't worry about it. And then as they're having like their fucking gambling match, his house is burning down, and Josuke again is like, all right, doesn't matter, you can fix it. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. So yeah, it's truly a bizarre adventure. So yeah, more crazy shit happens. That they end up fighting more of the minions and the stand guys. There's the one dude who has Highway Star, he's in the hospital. He has like a harem of babes. He ends up helping Josuke later on. And then eventually, at the Kawajiri house, there's this cat, right? Of course, an animal, not a dog this time. It's a cat that gets killed and gets a stand ability called Stray Cat, which can shoot air bubbles. And he has it like kept in the attic, and then Hayato finds it and is like, "What the fuck is this?" So Hayato understands what's going on with the stand abilities, and has to figure out what the hell's going on. So after Rohan's house burned down, they sent a guy like from the insurance company to survey it and I guess give Rohan a payout. And he's like walking in all weird, like not letting anyone see his back. And it turns out he has a stand on his back called Cheap Trick, which gets on Rohan's back. And there's a great scene where he has to go to the ghost alley to remove it. So, again, there's so much great strategy in JoJo's. I love all the fights and how they really think things through, and how each stand has so many unique abilities. But yeah, eventually, Kawajiri, with the arrow, which again foreshadows the shit that happens in Part 5, is able to enhance his stand, where he bites the dust, and he can set a time loop, because he knows people are after him. And he sets this time loop on Hayato, right? Because Hayato has been keeping tabs on him and then figured out that he's not his real father, and is going to meet Rohan and basically tell him it's Kira. But after doing that, by saying his name, the stand bites the dust, activates, and kills everyone. So he has to tell Josuke and friends who it is without really saying it. And fucking Kino, man. Like, the last 5 episodes, there's this time loop where each time Hayato kills himself in the end to reset things, but he learns more and more, and then eventually uses Stray Cat to help him in the final battle. And really a tragic scene, because Rohan dies a couple times where he, like, vanishes, and then Raimi's like, no, because they sort of do, like, the shipping thing with Raimi and Rohan. But yeah, those last few episodes, so fucking Kino, with Shining Diamond, Okuyase, like, Jotaro. There's this great quote from Jotaro at the end when he comes back to use Star Platinum, the world! Koichi saves the day, right? Well, not necessarily. He helps in saving the day. And Jotaro's like, Koichi, you're the bravest man I ever met. It's just the way he delivers the line is so fucking Kino. Let's do it. Star Platinum, the world! It's fucking awesome, dude. I fucking loved it. And then as Kira's about to die, there's the paramedic trying to aid him, and then he reveals that his hand fetish started when he saw the painting of the Mona Lisa, and he's like, just seeing her hands, it was orgasmic. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Of all the fetishes to have, the hand fetish from the Mona Lisa? I don't know, but he's fucked up. And that's why he's such a crazy villain, man. Like I said, Dio and Cars had more dastardly, like, take over the world type thing going on. This guy, he just wanted to live a peaceful life, but in doing so, killed countless people, and of all things, we all have skeletons in our closet, but a fucking hand fetish? Whoa, I don't fucking know. So, it ends up with Raimi's soul passing on. She can finally leave Ghost Alley Purgatory, and they see everyone off. And it's a great send-off where it ends with Jotaro talking to Joseph, who now has the baby. And they're like, oh, Mori's in good hands. That boy's got a heart of gold. And then it shows Josuke doing his pose. Fucking great. So I can't argue with anyone who says Part 4 is the best. I can't. Absolutely fantastic. So let me show you some of the screenshots now. And also, I forgot to mention the music. But all the openings, there's 3 openings for Part 4. They're all fucking great. And they also have, like, a jingle with the radio. It's like, Mori Cho Radio, which I played that at the end of the last review, so hopefully you guys stayed to watch that. It's just fucking awesome. Okay, let's get to some of the screenshots now. This was a screenshot from one of the openings. The second opening, I believe. Just so badass, everyone doing their poses. But yeah, this is the very beginning. This fucking guy with his rigor mortis hand eating his sandwich. And poor Shigekyo. Poor kid. There's also a scene where it shows like his family. And he never came home. He never came home from school. It was really, really sad, man. So yeah, this fucker with his jars and jars of fingernails, clipping them, eating a sandwich with the hand. I mean, how the fuck can you eat a sandwich? There's like blood in it. I mean, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? So no match for Deadly Queen, or Killer Queen. And the poor kid gets blown up. And poor Raimi crying. So yeah, and then Josuke passes him, which is just crazy. Like the whole time trying to figure out his identity, and early on they knew exactly who he was. And this is the whole group meeting everyone. I love Joseph with the baby, and then Father Nijimura. That's sheer heart attack. We got the battles. Muda! And yeah, Jotaro gets his ass kicked, bullets all over the fucking place. And that's Reverb, which is called Echoes. With his third form. Koichi, for being a little manlet, he's a fucking badass, let me tell you. Good grief. Jotaro, they should have finished him right there. But he chopped his hand off and got away. And yeah, this is reference to Dio and then Yaba the Hag and that fucking arrow. We haven't seen the last of the arrow yet, let me tell you. So that's Old Man Kira with the arrow. And Kosaka Kawajiri, his new form. This is one. He's having the rock paper scissors Rochambeau. The fucking rock paper scissors match. Like what the hell, man? And that's when he meets the alien, which he has pointy ears, so who the hell knows? But yeah, his name is Mikitaka Hazakura. A self-proclaimed alien. He's a self-proclaimed... I don't know if he's human or alien. I don't know. It says he's an alien. Oh, God. Oh, he's eating tissues. Yeah. See, this is the crazy shit. I don't even remember. Like, I watched it all, and it was fucking great, but I don't even remember, like, these little scenes of him eating the tissue. What the fuck? So, yeah, here's Kira going insane. He needs to kill somebody. And then his you know, new wife here, Shinobi, shows up like, oh, would you help me with my dress? And he's like, I'll kill this bitch right now. But he doesn't. But it's like, he's gonna kill her. Oh my god. And this is he's using the alien, Josuke's using the alien to play the game, and he's chopping his fucking fingers off, and Josuke's like, calm down, Rohan, why are you cutting your fingers off? Quiet down, Josuke. You can fix them with shining diamond. What are you doing? It's like, and then his house burns down. Oh my god. And then the cat. The cat gets hit with the arrow, turns into fucking stray cat, which fires air bubbles. What the hell? The poor cat. So yeah, the alien guy helps him fight this dude. Just the insanity. And this guy, the insurance guy who's inspecting Rohan's house. Oh my god, and Cheap Trick. Which Cheap Trick was like, oh, turn around, would you? Yes, yes. Like, that's the way he was talking. Oh, man. So this guy, he kills this innocent woman, and then he's going, after Hayato figures out what happened, he's threatening to kill him, and that's when he uses Bites the Dust, which is the reset stand. And he has like this new look where he slicks his hair back and he's got this new suit on, and he's telling the kid, like, no matter what you do, you kill yourself, we'll just reset the same day over and over again. And there he is with the new look. He's got his fucking stand logo on the tie. I just noticed that. But poor Rohan gets killed. And then Hayato kills himself to reset everything, and this fucker's like, I know you've tampered with it. No matter what you do, boy, there's no way. You can't win. So eventually what he does is he's able to relay the message over the payphone, which because there's like a time limit, they're meeting at, I think, 8:50 in the morning or something. He's able to work things around it and make the time loop not happen eventually. Look at this fucker. And Rohan and Raimi. No, Rohan! So this is right before they all die. They all die. And then Hayato resets things again. He's like, I'm going to use Stray Cat. Which later on, fucking Kira infuses Stray Cat with Deadly Queen. Look at this guy. And there's like a fake out death with Okuyasa. I don't necessarily, you know, sometimes fake out deaths, people are like, oh, it's kind of lame. But he comes back and saves the day with the hand. And the way, so they're fighting in this house where Kira's outside and they're all inside this house. The way that Kira keeps hitting them with the air bubbles is Old Man Kira is on the phone. So they kill Old Man Kira and then Josuke's on the phone and tricks him. Which I thought was awesome. And this is a great scene too. He's calling his work like, I'll be like 5 minutes late. I have unfinished business to take care of. It's like, you fucker. So he gets hit. Okuyasa, this fucking badass pose with the hand, talk to the hand. And Kira realizes he is defeated. So with the final episode here, he reveals to the fucking paramedic that he's been a hand fetishist ever since he laid eyes onto the Mona Lisa's beautiful hands. It was an orgasmic photo. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? But, hey, whatever you're into. And he finds his way in Ghost Alley, dead. And because Raimi couldn't, the reason why she's in Ghost Alley, I guess she couldn't let go of the past until her killer was killed. And he can't let go of the past either because he doesn't want to die. So he's in the Ghost Alley. And he says to her that, look, you're dead, fucker. See? My hand can go through you. And she uses Arnold to rip his hand off yet again. Loses his hand yet again. And sends him into the abyss. I love this shot, man. Look at, oh, my girl Raimi. Send him into the abyss and he's fucking dead. So, that's that. Again, we had that great moment with Jotaro. Like, you're the bravest man I ever met, Koichi. Star Platinum, the world! And with that, Raimi and Arnold can ascend to the heavens as everyone's looking on. And they're sort of joking like, oh, you thought Raimi was cute, didn't you? And we get our happy endings with Koichi and Yukiko. We get Jotaro, Joseph, and the baby. Like, oh, Morio's in good hands. That boy's got a heart of gold. And it ends with Josuke doing this great pose. So, Part 4 is fantastic. I absolutely loved it. I understand people say it's the best. I agree. Well, you have to wait for my video. I'm going to do a video after Part 6 and rank all the parts. But I think you guys already know. So next week, instead of reviewing Part 5, Golden Wind, I'm going to take a detour and review the OVA series, which 4-episode OVA series, Thus Spoke Rohan Kashibe, which takes place shortly after Part 4, following Rohan and his insane adventures as a manga artist. And we'll cover that, and then the following week we'll cover Part 5, Golden Wind. So, thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thought in the comments down below, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Everybody have a great day. Let the voice of love